Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Flanagan. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give on the option. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Turning it on! just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Touchdown, Miami! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the boss, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic take 101 on how to be physical.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give is to Williams. Plows through the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the quick pass. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Trying to get the corner. Oh, better look out. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And the Hurricanes need to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here come the Irish back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Strong, firm tackle. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. The give to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? On the move. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fights off a defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Kramer. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Finds his target down the middle, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bettis.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking for room, it's Ncaa. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. It'll be a draw. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Running back searching for a hole. Makes a pass to Marker. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
No mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. At the 35, he's open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. Fires toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. Coming up with that touchdown with just seconds left in this game now gives them an opportunity to hit the extra point and make it a touchdown game. And there might be 2 more plays left. The kickoff, maybe 1 more snap for the opponent. What a massive play in a big moment.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Not all close games are